Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to your doom, in which I go down the rabbit hole, not up your asshole. Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, but I try to keep it down and then to get it under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listener's discretion is advised. Listener's discretion is advised. Your one and only true gigoloing. But I'm not really a gigolo anymore. I used to do that in my heydays. But I still do a services for women who are interested, if you're not broke, okay, or anything. But of course, my videos are not pertaining to masses of asses. If you smoke, you drink, your NPC, your EDB, emotional douchebag, you're just part of the masses of asses, which I do not portray to. I do not, my information is not for you, masses of asses, NPCs, non-playable characters. My videos are only for those few and far between, the elites. But this video is actually geared towards the women. You need advice. You women, I know you still fiending, okay, and there are men who fiend for you, okay, okay. You're winning, I know. There's news on the internet saying the men are winning. They're going to the Passport Brothers, which I caused. Oh, well, whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. But those guys is going to be lost in translation. Don't worry about those guys, girls. Don't worry about them guys. And they're going over there with their heads cut off. They don't know what to do. They didn't have no father figure. I'm the father figure. I'm the one who started. But it's all about the money, right? It's all about the money. Everything is about the money. And I don't understand how guys are not thinking about the money over the honey. But you women are still women. I see the stats. I'm doing the work in the background. I can tell and prove to men all across the world that there are too many beta simps. And beta alpha cuck simps, okay, you know. But this video is about what can you say to beta men that you can bring to the table, right? Because I see some videos like Fresh and Fit, you know, those guys are just beta cucks, just like a whole bunch of people go on this show. There's beta cucks. They are beta, trust me. Okay, if you really want to have self-value with yourself, there's two ways of going about it. You could be a high-class prostitute and make buku money. You can go to the court system. That, of course, they get what they want. They get their money that way, too. You got two ways. Okay? Now you got a third way. You can actually pacify yourself, you know. You can compartmentalize, right? Okay, now compartmentalize meaning that you know you don't want to be a prostitute. You know you don't want to take a man under the bus because you know you got subconsciousness stuff going on in your head for some reason, okay? You don't want to take advice from a real alpha, which is who you're talking to now and listening to now, because you're not going to see it on the internet nowhere. That's not the definition of a real alpha on the internet. Whatever these millennials are pushing, that's not it. They do not have an experience. They don't get paid. That's them. They'd rather get laid. But if you want to say what you're going to bring to the table, okay, that's what this video is about. What can you say to beta men or beta alpha type men who claim to say that they're really men because they're really not men, okay? Most guys aren't really men. They don't have enough standards. This is what you can say. You can say, hey, the first thing I bring is virginity, okay? You can say that, but most of you can't say that. So let me see. The second thing you can say, hey, I bring polygyny. See, polygyny is the matter of sharing. Sharing is caring, because most of you women, you know you don't want to deal with a beta male. You know yourself is a beta female. Beta women wear makeup. They need to socialize. They don't care for education, all right? So we got that out of the way, okay? So since you know that you don't want to seek education, you don't want a man to feel controlling to you, these are the things you can say. I bring eggs to the table. I bring milk to the table. I bring peace of mind to the table. I bring respect to the table. Even though it may be hard for you if you have already been learned from other 304s and other prostitutes. If a lot of women will say, they will take away your happiness if you're happy. You could be content with a man that you're not truly happy with, and you'll talk to other women, and those women will destroy you. They'll say, oh, that man is a terrible man because he's treating you so well. It's like a catch-22 with them. Whenever you're happy, they want a piece of your action, right? But what can you bring to the table to a beta male? Okay? A beta male is low maintenance. Even a beta alpha male is low maintenance. So what you can say to these guys on TV and television, okay, that's what they want, is I bring eggs, cheese, and milk. Right? And what is the cheese? The flappy wap, right? The flappy wap. And on top of that, you bring a bonus of respect. And another thing you can say you bring, okay, don't mind the background. I'm just eccentric, okay? You can say, I like to do what men like to do. You could be a tomboy. Men love tomboys. They're the best in bed, okay? I'm telling you right now. Don't let it get to your head, okay, that anybody says, oh, I don't want a tomboy. Men are such low-maintenance species. They do not lead a lot. And if a girl likes to do the things that guys like to do, that's a plus, right? What you can say those things which I just mentioned. You could do what the man does. You know how many hobbies men have over women. And you know the thing is that men don't really complain about women if they're getting it right in the bed. You know, the tummy and right in the bed and the head. That's how you get into their head, because they want the honey. So, you know, after a while, okay, you know, they'll stick with you. They tolerate you, okay, right? So they be with you because they're beta, okay? They're going to be there. You know, you told me many times, I've talked to hundreds and thousands of you, and you tell me you get bored. You don't want that. You would never get bored of a man who's just providing for your simple basic needs. Your simple basic needs are food, water, and shelter. And you appreciate those three things that man provide for you. And then you say, hey, if I don't want the shelter, I'm not going to court. You can say, I'm not going to court. That's your shit. You don't even need to marry me. See? You can say that when you bring, see, hey, you don't have to marry me, man. It's just a mutual agreement. We can have a ceremony, but we don't have to do all that paperwork to spend all that money. And you got to go through all that shit for my honey, which you are not a virgin in the first place. But of course, real alpha men like myself, who focuses on virginity and polygyny, you do not qualify. So I'm trying to help you women, but to say to these men who are beta and also beta alpha types on the internet, these are the things you can say. This is just coming off the top of my head. I could sit there and think of way more things you can offer to a table. See, me, I'm a gamer, okay? This is very important. My ex, she acted like she liked to play games. She acted like she liked to play video games and basketball. I'm a very physical person. And also educational. If I have an argument with you, something is wrong with you. Okay? I'm sorry. Hey, alphas think that way. They are on the pinnacle of what a man is. But you're not going to see it on the internet. But I give you a whole list of things. You could come up with many more things. What can you bring to the table? When you come up on that stage with Fresh and Fit or whatever, Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate, those are beta alpha construct men. Okay, I know who they are. And you saying what you bring to the table, you could say, I bring these things specifically. You got to be very specific with these type of beta alpha type males, judging you for what you can do. Take out money. Do not talk about money whatsoever. Do not talk about money. And that's all I really got to say, guys. Because what's what? I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. You just getting up, huh? Get off these steps. Come on down here. Okay? Other than that, that's all I got to say. What you can say to beta males and beta alpha male constructs. They're everywhere. They think they're red pill. They think they're... MGTOW should actually mean men guarding their own wallet. That's what it really should mean. Because if you take money out of the equation, then what do you have? I'm out here, guys. Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your beta fan. Have a nice day. Peace.